Have you ever found yourself drifting on the softest edges of wakefulness, where the bustling world outside begins to dissolve and a new inner stillness starts to bloom? It's a gentle, almost imperceptible transformation, isn't it? This quiet unfolding of the self as it prepares for its nightly voyage into the deep, tranquil seas of sleep. Even before we fully surrender to slumber's profound embrace, there's a curious, continuous slowing that begins within the intricate pathways of our bodies and minds, a silent dimming of the bright, sharp edges of awareness, a subtle reweaving of sensations that hints at a profound, yet often overlooked, magic residing within us. We slip from the active, defined contours of our busy day into a landscape where the familiar rhythms of waking life become wonderfully pliable, like soft clay beneath a potter's gentle, shaping hands, ready to be molded by the quiet currents of rest. Consider for a moment the common, wondrous miracle of deep sleep. It is a state of profound physiological rest, where your breath deepens, your heart rate slows its steady beat, and your muscles release their hold, becoming soft and yielding. In this precious embrace, your body performs its silent, essential work of repair and restoration, mending the subtle wear of the day, replenishing its precious stores of energy, and consolidating the delicate threads of memory. While your conscious mind may feel utterly absent, drifting in realms unknown, a vast, complex symphony of biological processes continues, unseen and unhurried. This is not idleness, but a deeper, more profound form of activity. A quiet, continuous hum of life diligently working to sustain your very being. Think of an ancient, tranquil lake, its surface perfectly still under a vast, dark sky. Beneath this calm exterior, countless unseen currents continue their slow, perpetual flow, carrying nutrients, shaping the lakebed, and sustaining the myriad forms of life that reside in its depths. The surface stillness is merely a reflection of a deeper, enduring movement. Our body in deep sleep is like this lake, outwardly still, yet inwardly teeming with the quiet, vital processes that ensure its continued vitality. This ability of complex biological systems to enter states of profound deceleration, to seemingly pause their active engagement with the world while maintaining their fundamental essence, is a testament to the remarkable ingenuity of life itself. It suggests a deep, inherent wisdom within all living things, a capacity for profound rest that serves as the foundation for vibrant awakening. But now, let us consider a fundamental truth that underpins our very existence, yet is often overlooked in our busy, surface-dwelling lives: the deep, silent rhythms of the earth beneath our feet. We perceive the ground solid, unmoving, an unyielding foundation for our homes and journeys. Yet, beneath this seemingly stable surface lies a dynamic, living world, perpetually stirring, breathing, and resonating with countless internal rhythms. This is the Earth's interior, a realm of immense heat and pressure, where the very forces that shape continents and build mountains are ceaselessly at work, generating faint, persistent whispers that are utterly beyond our human awareness. This isn't a chaotic, turbulent core, but a serene, pervasive presence, filled with the quiet hum of immense geological power. Imagine, if you will, our planet as a colossal, ancient heart, perpetually beating with its own rhythmic, internal life. Far beneath the continents and the vast oceans lies a swirling, molten ocean of rock and metal, its majestic, ceaseless currents driving the grand geological cycles that define our world. This profound internal activity, this deep slumber of the Earth's heart, is the ultimate source of its surface dynamism. It's a testament to the remarkable ingenuity of planetary processes, suggesting a deep, inherent wisdom within the very fabric of our home, a capacity for immense unseen work that serves as the foundation for all life above. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry: if the Earth's interior is so dynamic, so filled with unseen power, What are its most powerful, yet often quietly slumbering? Expressions. We often think of volcanoes as isolated mountains that occasionally erupt with fiery displays. But what if there are much larger, far more ancient, and vastly more powerful volcanic systems lurking deep beneath the surface? Systems that slumber for thousands or even millions of years, gathering immense energy for a single profound awakening. These are supervolcanoes, immense geological features whose past eruptions have reshaped continents and altered global climates. Their existence, their quiet potential, is a powerful whisper from the Earth's deep slumber, hinting at a raw, untamed power that can dramatically reshape our world. Consider the ordinary volcano, with its familiar cone shape and periodic bursts of ash and lava. These are like gentle sighs from the Earth, a continuous release of internal pressure. But a supervolcano is different. It doesn't build a tall, conical mountain. Instead, its immense magma chamber, a vast reservoir of molten rock, lies hidden beneath the surface, sometimes dozens of kilometers wide. When it erupts, it's not a mountain blowing its top, it's the very ground over the chamber collapsing inward, creating a colossal caldera, a vast bowl-shaped depression that can be tens of kilometers across. The energy released is often thousands of times greater than the largest ordinary volcanic eruption, capable of ejecting vast quantities of ash and gases into the atmosphere. Think of an ancient, tranquil lake, its surface perfectly still under a vast, dark sky. Beneath this calm exterior, countless unseen currents continue their slow, perpetual flow, carrying nutrients, shaping the lakebed, and sustaining the myriad forms of life that reside in its depths. Now, imagine this lake sitting atop an immense, hidden pressure cooker, simmering for eons, its surface calm, yet concealing unimaginable power below. The caldera of a supervolcano, often appearing as a serene basin or a cluster of hot springs and geysers, is much like this. Its surface tranquility belies the immense forces in the vast reservoir of molten rock, stirring patiently beneath. This deep, silent activity within the Earth's interior, this geological slumber, is precisely what allows supervolcanoes to build such immense power. Magma, hot molten rock, slowly rises from the deep mantle, pooling in vast chambers beneath the crust. Over hundreds of thousands or millions of years, this magma chamber grows, accumulating immense pressure, slowly melting and fracturing the overlying rock. This incredibly slow, patient process is a testament to Earth's profound internal life, a deep, rhythmic hum that resonates through the entire planet, gathering energy for an event that will reshape its surface, perhaps once every 100,000 years or even longer. The potential for a supervolcano eruption is not a constant, immediate threat, but a subtle, pervasive reality woven into the Earth's long geological history. The records of past supervolcanic events, etched into the planet's crust, reveal their infrequent but profound impact. These are not phenomena to stir alarm or constant fear. On the contrary, they are an invitation to an even deeper sense of wonder and humility, a recognition that the Earth is not a static, perfectly controlled environment, but a living, breathing, evolving entity, even at its fiery heart. Just as a venerable ancient tree undergoes imperceptible changes in its growth patterns over centuries, adapting to the gentle pressures of its environment, so too might the very surface of our Earth be slowly, patiently transforming, unfolding its deepest potentials over immense geological time, orchestrated by its fluid, hidden core. This gentle inquiry into the Earth's deep slumber and the quiet power of supervolcanoes is not about finding dramatic, sudden chaos, but about contemplating the possibility of subtle, persistent influences that extend across immense geological time. Imagine a vast, slow-motion ballet, so imperceptibly gradual that you would only notice the dance if you watched it across immense stretches of planetary history. The Earth, in its grand design, might be engaged in such a ballet, its fundamental processes gently resculpting themselves over eons, orchestrated by its fluid, hidden core. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of the Earth's deep slumber and the quiet power of supervolcanoes bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless harmony of the geological forces that cradle your existence. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of Earth's internal rhythms. Simply allow this beautiful internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of nature's profound consistency and the Earth's ancient, rhythmic pulse. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool night air. You are safe, you are warm, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of the Earth's deep heart. All is calm, all is clear, as the whispers from the deep slumber of the Earth's heart guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As the soft whispers from the deep slumber of the Earth's heart gently recede, and the subtle contours of our familiar waking world gradually soften into a tranquil twilight, we are invited to consider a deeper, more profound landscape, the gentle haze of the Earth's stirring interior. Imagine it, if you will, our planet not as a static, solid sphere, but as a colossal, ancient being, perpetually breathing, stirring, and resonating with countless internal rhythms. Deep within its silent embrace, far beneath the continents and the vast oceans, lie immense, slow-moving currents of molten rock that define its very essence, generating faint, persistent whispers that are utterly beyond our human awareness. This isn't a chaotic, turbulent core, but a serene, pervasive presence, filled with the quiet hum of immense geological power, a testament to the planet's continuous, unseen life. We often perceive the ground beneath our feet as unmoving, an unyielding foundation for our homes and journeys. And indeed, on the scale of our daily lives, it appears perfectly stable. However, the gentle gaze of geology and seismology reveals a far more dynamic and astonishing truth. The Earth's interior is a realm of ceaseless motion, a slow, majestic dance that has been unfolding for billions of years. This dynamism is driven primarily by convection currents within the Earth's mantle, a vast layer of superheated, semi-fluid rock that lies between the crust and the outer core. Think of a pot of thick, viscous honey slowly heating on a stove. As the honey at the bottom warms, it becomes less dense and gently rises, while cooler, denser honey sinks. This creates a continuous circular flow within the pot. The Earth's mantle operates on a similar, but unimaginably grander and slower, principle. Heat generated from the planet's core and from the decay of radioactive elements within the mantle causes the deep rock to slowly warm, become less dense, and gently rise. As it approaches the cooler upper mantle, it gradually cools, becomes denser, and begins to slowly sink back down. This creates colossal, continuous convection currents that, though moving only a few centimeters a year about the speed your fingernails grow, are powerful enough to drive the movement of entire continents. These slow, majestic currents within the mantle are the primary architects of plate tectonics. The Earth's outermost layer, the lithosphere, is broken into several immense, rigid pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are not static. They are like vast, silent rafts, gently floating and grinding atop the slowly churning, semi-fluid mantle. As the mantle plumes rise and sink, they subtly pull and push these tectonic plates, causing them to drift across the planet's surface over millions of years. This imperceptible movement is the source of all dramatic geological phenomena. We witness the majestic uplift of mountains, the gradual formation of ocean basins, and the powerful sudden release of energy in earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How does this slow, ceaseless stirring of the Earth's interior relate to the possibility of a supervolcano? We often think of supervolcanoes as isolated, terrifying giants, but in this larger context, they are merely grand, albeit powerful. Expressions of the Earth's internal convection, direct windows into the deep heat and movement beneath our feet. Unlike typical volcano, which form a conical mountain as lava and ash erupt from a single vent, supervolcanoes don't build such structures. Instead, they are characterized by immense magma chambers, vast reservoirs of molten rock, often dozens of kilometers across, lurking deep beneath the Earth's surface. These chambers are fed by immense plumes of hot rock slowly rising from the deep mantle, patiently accumulating over hundreds of thousands or even millions of years. Imagine this a vast, tranquil lake, its surface perfectly still under a vast, dark sky. Beneath this calm exterior, countless unseen currents continue their slow, perpetual flow. Now, imagine this lake sitting atop an immense, hidden pressure cooker, simmering for eons, its surface calm, yet concealing unimaginable power below. The caldera of a supervolcano, often appearing as a serene basin or a cluster of hot springs and geysers, is much like this. Its surface tranquility belies the immense forces in the vast reservoir of molten rock, stirring patiently beneath, fed by the deep currents of the mantle. The gentle haze here refers to the profound uncertainty and the long timescales involved in discerning the specific triggers for a supervolcanic eruption. The processes within these magma chambers are incredibly slow and complex. Pressure builds from the rising magma, slowly fracturing the overlying crust. Gases dissolve within the magma, like bubbles in a soda bottle, waiting to be released. This incredibly slow, patient accumulation of energy is a testament to Earth's profound internal life, a deep, rhythmic hum that resonates through the entire planet, gathering immense power for an event that will reshape its surface, perhaps once every 100,000 years or even longer. We can monitor the subtle signs: ground uplift, increased gas emissions, tiny tremors, but predicting the exact moment of eruption is like trying to pinpoint the exact moment a vast, unseen pendulum will complete its imperceptible swing. The haze obscures the precise timing, leaving us with a sense of immense, patient power. This contemplation of the Earth's stirring interior, its slow convection currents, and the quiet power of supervolcanoes is not meant to stir alarm or uncertainty. On the contrary, it's an invitation to an even deeper sense of wonder and humility. It suggests that our planet is not a static, perfectly controlled environment, but a living, breathing, evolving entity, even at its fiery heart. Just as a venerable ancient tree undergoes imperceptible changes in its growth patterns over centuries, adapting to the gentle pressures of its environment, so too might the very surface of our Earth be slowly, patiently transforming, unfolding its deepest potentials over immense geological time, orchestrated by its fluid, hidden core. This gentle inquiry into the Earth's stirring interior is not about finding dramatic, sudden chaos, but about contemplating the possibility of subtle, persistent influences that extend across immense geological time. Imagine a vast, slow-motion ballet, so imperceptibly gradual that you would only notice the dance if you watched it across immense stretches of planetary history. The Earth, in its grand design, might be engaged in such a ballet, its fundamental processes gently resculpting themselves over eons, orchestrated by its fluid, hidden core, a silent testament to its profound inner life. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of the Earth's stirring interior, with its immense, slow-moving currents and the quiet power of supervolcanoes, bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless harmony of the geological forces that cradle your existence, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of Earth's internal rhythms. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of nature's profound consistency and the Earth's ancient rhythmic pulse. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool night air. You are safe, you are warm, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of the Earth's deep heart. All is calm, all is clear, as the gentle haze of the Earth's stirring interior guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of the Earth's stirring interior, softly moving through its subtle haze of slow, majestic currents, we now approach a profoundly ancient and awe-inspiring realm, the echoes from ancient calderas. Imagine, for a quiet moment, our familiar planet, with its vast continents and flowing oceans, not merely as a surface we inhabit, but as a colossal, living archive. Scattered across its ancient face, sometimes subtly veiled by forests or filled by tranquil lakes, lie immense, circular depressions that are truly the Earth's most profound scars. These are the silent witnesses of supervolcanic eruptions from eons past, carrying faint, persistent whispers of events so grand they reshaped continents and altered global climates. This isn't just a geological feature, it's a profound journey backward through time itself, where each ancient scar is a tiny messenger from the Earth's fiery infancy, telling a story of immense power and patient waiting. We often perceive volcanoes as conical mountains that occasionally erupt with fiery displays of lava and ash. These are indeed powerful events, familiar and dramatic. But a supervolcano is an entirely different class of geological phenomenon. It doesn't build a tall, conical mountain in the traditional sense, because its eruptions are not confined to a single vent. Instead, a supervolcano is characterized by an immense, hidden magma chamber, a vast reservoir of molten rock, often dozens of kilometers across, lurking deep beneath the Earth's surface. When this colossal chamber erupts, it's not a mountain blowing its top. It's the very ground over the chamber collapsing inward, creating a colossal, bowl-shaped depression known as a caldera. These calderas can be tens or even 100 kilometers across, so immense that they are often only recognizable from aerial views or satellite imagery. Subtle scars on the planet's vast skin. Think of an ancient, perfectly preserved musical score, found in an archaeological dig. This score contains notes and rhythms that were played millennia ago, perhaps by an orchestra of unimaginable scale. By studying these notes, you can deduce the musical scales, the tuning, and the very principles of harmony that musicians used in that distant era. If those principles were subtly different back then, even by the tiniest fraction, it would be reflected in the arrangement of the notes. Similarly, when we examine these ancient calderas, we are essentially reading the musical score of the Earth from millions of years ago. The size of the caldera, the volume of the erupted material, and the layers of ash spread across continents. These are the notes that tell us about the immense power and profound impact of these ancient supervolcanic events. The echoes from these ancient calderas are indirect, yet profoundly compelling. We cannot touch a living supervolcano in its erupting fury from eons past, but we can discern its history through the geological record. Scientists meticulously studied the layers of volcanic ash, known as tephra, which can be found spread across vast continents, sometimes thousands of kilometers away from the original eruption site. The thickness of these ash layers and their distinctive chemical signatures provide a precise record of the eruption's immense scale and its global reach. When a layer of tephra from a supervolcano is discovered, it's like finding a single vast page from an ancient, forgotten book, detailing a momentous event that reshaped the world. One of the most famous examples of an ancient caldera is the Yellowstone caldera in the western United States. While Yellowstone is now known for its beautiful hot springs and geysers, these are merely the surface expressions of a colossal magma chamber lurking beneath. Geological evidence reveals that Yellowstone has experienced three immense super eruptions in the past 2.1 million years, the largest of which occurred 2.1 million years ago, ejecting an astonishing 2,500 cubic kilometers of material enough to bury the entire state of Texas under several feet of ash. The caldera formed by this event is so vast, about 72 by 55 kilometers, that it was only fully recognized from satellite images in the 20th century. This scale of eruption dwarfs any volcanic event in recorded human history, and its echoes are still felt in the geological record across the entire North American continent. The sheer duration of time between these super eruptions is profoundly humbling, often difficult for our fleeting human minds to grasp. They are not annual occurrences, nor even centennial events. The intervals between Yellowstone's super eruptions have been roughly $600,000 to 800,000 years. This speaks to the immense patience of these geological processes, the slow, majestic accumulation of molten rock and pressure over vast stretches of Earth's history. The ancient calderas are silent witnesses to this profound planetary rhythm, reminders that Earth is a dynamic, living planet with its own deep, ancient cycles, far removed from our daily concerns. It teaches us about the profound endurance of planetary processes and the subtle ways they shape conditions for life across immense timescales, periodically reshaping continents and altering atmospheres. The implications of discovering such ancient events are deeply profound. They tell us that Earth has a raw, untamed power, capable of dramatically reshaping its surface and influencing its global climate, not through external impacts, but from its own fiery heart. This isn't a destabilizing thought. Instead, it adds an even deeper layer of wonder to our planet. It tells us that our Earth is not a static, perfectly formed stage, but a living, breathing, evolving entity, even at its fiery heart. Just as a venerable ancient tree undergoes imperceptible changes in its growth patterns over centuries, adapting to the gentle pressures of its environment, so too might the very surface of our Earth be slowly, patiently transforming, unfolding its deepest potentials over immense geological time, orchestrated by its fluid, hidden core. These echoes from ancient calderas serve as gentle reminders that our understanding of Earth's history is always expanding, always deepening. Just as a child learns that the world is much larger than their home, we are continuously learning that our planet is far more complex, more ancient, and perhaps even more subtly alive than we initially conceived. It challenges our assumptions of absolute, unchanging stability and invites us to embrace a planet that breathes, subtly shifts, and evolves in ways we are only beginning to gently perceive. It's a quiet invitation to surrender our need for absolute certainty and to embrace the beautiful, subtle dance of immense geological power that underpins all things. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that Earth is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of geological time. The echoes from ancient calderas are a testament to the Earth's astonishing capacity for subtle evolution and its fluid, timeless dance, observed through the subtle scars etched into its very surface, telling tales of immense patient power. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of these echoes from ancient calderas envelop you. Feel the vastness of geological ages, the quiet hum of immense hidden magma chambers, and the subtle, enduring presence of profound planetary power held within the Earth's crust. There is no urgency here, No need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of boundless potential and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of Earth's ancient history and its profound inner life. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent echoes from ancient calderas. All is calm, all is clear, as the profound stillness of planetary power guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of the Earth's ancient past, softly moving through the echoing whispers from ancient caldras, we now turn our attention to the profound and intricate connection that binds the very climate of our planet to the immense, silent power of supervolcanoes. Imagine, for a quiet moment, Earth's global climate not as a simple, unchanging state, but as a magnificent, shimmering tapestry, impossibly intricate and endlessly flowing. Its countless patterns, the gentle warmth of the sun, the soft rhythm of the seasons, the delicate balance of rainfall are all subtly orchestrated, in part by a tiny, pervasive, yet incredibly powerful thread: the vast plumes of volcanic ash ejected into the atmosphere during these colossal eruptions. This isn't chaos, but a dance of profound, large-scale influence, a silent ballet where Earth's fiery heart can subtly reshape the very atmosphere, altering the world for decades or even centuries. We often perceive climate as something that changes gradually, influenced by long-term shifts in solar activity or the slow accumulation of greenhouse gases. And indeed, these are vital factors. However, the gentle gaze of paleoclimatology, the study of ancient climates, reveals a far more dynamic and astonishing truth throughout Earth's long history. Immense, albeit infrequent, supervolcanic eruptions have acted as powerful, almost instantaneous catalysts for dramatic and widespread climate change. This is because of the sheer volume of material they eject into the atmosphere, creating a profound global ripple effect. Think of an ancient master weaver at their loom, creating an impossibly intricate and vibrant tapestry. Throughout its creation, the weaver carefully selects threads of various colors and textures, slowly building the desired pattern. But imagine if every few 100,000 years, a colossal, unforeseen force were to suddenly introduce an immense, dark, shimmering thread, so vast that it subtly altered the entire pattern and even the very light reflecting off the tapestry. The Earth's climate, that grand tapestry, is woven from countless atmospheric threads, gases, water vapor, clouds, but it is the colossal thread of volcanic ash and aerosols from a supervolcano that can fundamentally alter its light and texture, creating a global volcanic winter. The primary way supervolcanic eruptions influence climate is through the release of enormous quantities of sulfur dioxide (SO2) gas into the stratosphere, the upper layer of Earth's atmosphere, while the visible ash often falls to the ground within days or weeks. The sulfur dioxide gas is much lighter and can remain suspended for years, even decades. Once in the stratosphere, this sulfur dioxide reacts with water vapor to form tiny, highly reflective sulfate aerosols, microscopic droplets of sulfuric acid. These aerosols are like countless tiny, shimmering mirrors, suspended high above the planet, reflecting incoming sunlight back into space. Consider the gentle, warming rays of the sun, continuously nourishing our planet. Now, imagine a vast, unseen shield forming high in the atmosphere, subtly deflecting a significant portion of those rays. This reflection of sunlight reduces the amount of solar radiation reaching Earth's surface, leading to a phenomenon known as global cooling. This isn't a dramatic, immediate but a gradual, pervasive chilling of the planet, often leading to a noticeable drop in average global temperatures, lasting for several years following a major supereruption. It's like a quiet, continuous dimming of the sun's warmth, leaving a subtle, pervasive chill that permeates every corner of the Earth. The impacts of this volcanic winter can be profound. A widespread drop in global temperatures can lead to widespread crop failures in many regions, as shorter growing seasons, reduced sunlight, and altered rainfall patterns disrupt agriculture. This can cause widespread famine and societal upheaval, particularly for populations heavily reliant on predictable harvests. Ecosystems, too, would face immense stress as plants and animals struggle to adapt to the sudden and prolonged climatic shifts. It's a testament to the fragile balance of life and its deep dependence on the consistency of the climate it inhabits. Beyond global cooling, supervolcanic eruptions also release vast amounts of ash and fine particulate matter into the lower atmosphere. This ash can blanket immense areas, burying crops, disrupting transportation, and posing severe respiratory hazards to living beings. Even finer particles can remain suspended for longer periods, creating persistent atmospheric hazes that further reduce sunlight penetration. These atmospheric changes are not just regional, they can be truly global in scale, carried by prevailing winds around the entire planet, subtly altering the quality of light and air far from the eruption site. The geological record, preserved in ice cores and sediment layers, provides compelling evidence of these past volcanic winters. Scientists can analyze ancient ice cores, for instance, which contain trapped atmospheric gases and layers of ash from past eruptions. The chemical composition of these layers can be matched to known supervolcanoes, allowing scientists to reconstruct the timing and scale of past events and to correlate them with evidence of climate shifts, such as changes in ice sheet growth or shifts in vegetation patterns recorded in ancient pollen. These ancient records are like vast, silent libraries, revealing the profound impact of Earth's inner fire on its outer climate. Long before human observation, the contemplation of the woven fabric of climate and the powerful thread of ash from supervolcanoes is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of helplessness. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the immense, slow power of our planet and the intricate, delicate balance of its systems. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that Earth is a dynamic, living entity, capable of profound transformations that transcend our human timescales. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of our planet's deep past. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of our home and the enduring resilience of life. This understanding also emphasizes the profound interconnectedness of Earth's systems. A geological event deep within the Earth can send ripples through the atmosphere, affecting global climate, and consequently impacting every living thing on the planet. This highlights the delicate balance that sustains life, and the vast scale of forces that continuously shape our environment. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of this magnificent, woven fabric of climate, subtly influenced by the pervasive thread of volcanic ash, envelop you. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within Earth's interior, silently generating immense power and gently influencing the global atmosphere, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no urgency here. No need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of subtle planetary change and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of Earth's profound power and its pervasive influence on our climate. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from a calm, ancient forest. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of Earth's deep heart. All is calm, all is clear, as the woven fabric of climate guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of the Earth's ancient past, softly moving through the woven fabric of climate and the subtle thread of ash, we now approach a fascinating threshold, the delicate boundary where immense destructive power meets the astonishing capacity for resilient life. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a tranquil lake at dusk, its surface perfectly still. On one side, the shores illuminated by the familiar, comforting lights of life's continuous flourishing, but stretching out into the serene darkness of the lake is an expanse where the first, almost imperceptible gleam of a distant lighthouse begins to appear. Its light reaching across the vastness to hint at moments when Earth's fiery heart unleashes a force capable of reshaping continents and altering global climates, yet revealing life's profound, enduring capacity for adaptation. This gentle, shimmering light is akin to the quiet, nuanced understanding of what happens during a supervolcano eruption, and how life on Earth, including our own species, has navigated such profound planetary shifts. In our everyday waking experience, the world feels stable, and natural disasters, though impactful, are usually localized events. An earthquake shakes a region, a hurricane sweeps across a coast, but the entire planet's climate and ecosystems generally persist. This intuitive understanding forms the bedrock of our sense of security. However, the gentle gaze of paleovolcanology, the study of ancient volcanic activity, reveals that supervolcanoes, unlike typical eruptions, possess a scale of power capable of profoundly altering the entire planet, triggering what is known as a volcanic winter. Recall our earlier contemplation of ancient calderas, those immense bowl-shaped scars on Earth's surface, testifying to colossal past eruptions. When a supervolcano erupts, it's not a mountain simply blowing its top. It's the sudden, catastrophic emptying of an immense underground magma chamber, causing the overlying crust to collapse inward, forming a caldera often tens of kilometers wide. The sheer volume of material ejected into the atmosphere can be thousands of times greater than any eruption in recorded human history. This material includes not only vast quantities of ash, but, crucially, immense amounts of sulfur dioxide SO2 gas. Think of an ancient, perfectly built stone cottage, standing strong against the elements for centuries, its sturdy roof a constant protector. Most of the time, it offers complete shelter. But imagine a very long, gentle period where the sky above is continuously veiled by a dense, persistent cloud. This cloud blocks much of the sun's warmth and light, causing the world to grow cold and plants to struggle. Similarly, during a supervolcano eruption, the injected sulfur dioxide gas quickly forms tiny, highly reflective sulfate aerosols in the stratosphere, the upper layer of Earth's atmosphere. These aerosols are like countless microscopic mirrors, suspended high above the planet, reflecting a significant portion of incoming sunlight back into space. This leads to a phenomenon known as global cooling, a pervasive chilling of the planet, typically lasting for several years following the eruption. It's like a quiet, continuous dimming of the sun's warmth, leaving a subtle, pervasive chill that permeates every corner of the Earth, altering the very light of life. The impacts of this volcanic winter are far-reaching and profound, affecting all life. The primary consequence is a widespread reduction in global temperatures, which can disrupt agricultural cycles across continents. Shorter growing seasons, reduced sunlight, and altered rainfall patterns can lead to widespread crop failures, causing immense famine and societal upheaval for human populations reliant on predictable harvests. Ecosystems, too, would face immense stress, as plants and animals struggle to adapt to the sudden and prolonged climatic shifts. Forests might wither, and food chains could be severely disrupted, reflecting a subtle but pervasive vulnerability across the biosphere. Beyond global cooling, the colossal volumes of ash and fine particulate matter ejected into the lower atmosphere can have devastating local and regional effects. This ash can blanket immense areas, burying cities, choking rivers, disrupting transportation, and posing severe respiratory hazards to living beings. Even finer particles can remain suspended for longer periods, creating persistent atmospheric hazes that further reduce sunlight penetration and affect air quality. These atmospheric changes are not just regional. They can be truly global in scale, carried by prevailing winds around the entire planet, subtly altering the quality of light and air far from the eruption site, creating an extended period of pervasive environmental challenge. However, here is where the reflecting light from the edge of destructive power truly illuminates life's astonishing resilience. The geological record, preserved in ancient layers of ash and sediment, tells us that supervolcano eruptions have occurred numerous times throughout Earth's history, some far larger than any modern human experience. For instance, the Toba supereruption about 74,000 years ago, which ejected an estimated 2,800 cubic kilometers of material, is believed to have caused a significant volcanic winter, potentially leading to a bottleneck in the human population. Yet, life, including our own species, survived and continued to flourish. There is no evidence of these events causing mass extinctions on the scale of asteroid impacts. This profound historical evidence, gathered like precious, reflecting lights from ancient strata, strongly suggests that while supervolcanoes present immense challenges, life's capacity for endurance and adaptation is far greater than the destructive power of these events. It implies that while the consequences would be severe and widespread, life has found myriad ways to gently endure such periods. Organisms can adapt their metabolism to colder temperatures, seek refuge in more stable microclimates like deep oceans or underground, or possess robust mechanisms for repairing cellular damage caused by environmental stress. Our species, too, with our technological capabilities such as storing food, developing resilient crops, and advanced communication, possesses inherent advantages to mitigate some of the potential challenges. Though planning and international cooperation would be crucial, this understanding also emphasizes the profound interconnectedness of Earth's systems. A geological event deep within the Earth can send ripples through the atmosphere, affecting global climate and consequently impacting every living thing on the planet. Yet, life's tenacious response to these changes, its capacity to adapt and persist, demonstrates a continuous gentle dance between planetary forces and biological innovation. It highlights the delicate balance that sustains life and the vast scale of forces that continuously shape our environment, a testament to enduring resilience. This contemplation of the boundary between destructive power and resilient life, and the subtle, reflecting light of supervolcano eruptions, is not meant to be daunting or to diminish the comforts of our planetary home. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and adaptability. It suggests that the Earth is far more dynamic, and life far more resilient than we might ever fully grasp. It reminds us that our familiar reality is but one stable phase in a grand, cyclic cosmic dance, and that even in moments of profound transformation, life possesses an astonishing capacity for endurance, a quiet refusal to be extinguished, always finding a way to continue its subtle, persistent journey. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this reflecting light from the edge of destructive power and resilient life bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within Earth's interior, silently generating immense power and gently challenging countless forms of life to adapt and persist. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to rush into the unknown or to grasp at immediate answers. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of life's enduring resilience, a marvel of both vulnerability and profound strength. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of a tranquil mountain lake. You are safe. You are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of Earth's deep heart and life's tenacious spirit. All is calm, all is clear, as the reflecting light from the edge of destructive power and resilient life guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our serene journey into the intricate core of life's profound resilience, softly moving through the reflecting light from the subtle edge of destructive power and enduring vitality, we now turn our attention to the fascinating dance that unfolds when our planet undergoes immense transformations, the silent, continuous process by which environmental shifts trigger remarkable biological responses. Imagine, for a quiet moment, our familiar world not as a static painting, but as a vast, tranquil ocean, its surface seemingly calm, yet beneath countless subtle ripples continuously spread, representing the ceaseless flow of planetary change and the profound, enduring adaptations of life itself. These are the unseen waves, the gentle yet powerful forces interacting within and upon us, shaping the very currents of our existence. We have contemplated how supervolcano eruptions, while rare, possess the immense power to dramatically alter Earth's climate and landscape. The release of colossal volumes of ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere can lead to a pervasive global cooling, a phenomenon known as a volcanic winter, lasting for years or even decades. This isn't a dramatic, instantaneous wave of destruction, but a subtle, pervasive shift, like a slow, gentle increase in the intensity of cold, subtly altering the environment over long periods. For life, this is a profound challenge, one that calls upon its deep, ancient wisdom of survival, prompting it to adapt or find new forms of resilience. Think of a delicate, ancient tapestry, its intricate patterns defined by countless threads. Most of the time, it is carefully protected from the harsh glare of the sun. But imagine a very long, gentle period where the protective covering thins, and the very air above it subtly chills. The tapestry would then be exposed to a slow, continuous influx of colder temperatures and reduced light, which, while not immediately destructive, could subtly alter its colors, weaken its fibers, or prompt it to adapt in unforeseen ways. Similarly, life on Earth during a volcanic winter would experience a subtle, continuous increase in environmental stress, demanding a graceful, long-term biological response. The primary environmental shifts during such an event would include a drop in global temperatures, reduced sunlight penetration due to atmospheric ash veil, altered rainfall patterns, and potential changes in atmospheric chemistry. For ecosystems, this would mean shorter growing seasons, less energy for photosynthesis, the base of most food chains, and increased stress for temperature-sensitive organisms. The direct physical effects of ashfall could also bury landscapes, altering habitats and rendering areas temporarily uninhabitable. However, the remarkable truth is that life on Earth has always existed in the presence of dramatic environmental fluctuations. Our planet's history is punctuated by numerous periods of profound change ice ages, asteroid impacts, and indeed, past supervolcano eruptions. Over billions of years, life has evolved a remarkable array of biological resilience mechanisms to cope with these constant challenges. These aren't sudden adaptations, but subtle, continuous processes, honed by eons of exposure, allowing life to persist and often thrive even when faced with seemingly overwhelming odds. Consider the intricate ways in which our own bodies, and indeed all life forms, gently protect and repair themselves. At the cellular level, there are sophisticated DNA repair mechanisms, tireless molecular artisans constantly scanning our genetic code for damage and diligently mending any breaks or alterations caused by environmental stressors. These repair pathways are highly efficient, capable of fixing countless lesions every day, ensuring the integrity of our genetic blueprint. They are like quiet, unseen guardians, tirelessly working to maintain the perfect symphony of our biological processes. Beyond repair, organisms exhibit diverse forms of resilience. Some plants, for instance, can adapt to colder temperatures by altering their growth cycles, becoming more dormant during harsh periods, or developing more cold-resistant enzymes. Animals might adjust their migratory patterns, seek new food sources, or increase their metabolic efficiency to cope with reduced caloric intake in a colder world. Certain microorganisms known as extremophiles can survive in incredibly harsh conditions, from deep-sea hydrothermal vents to acidic hot springs, demonstrating the vast spectrum of life's capacity to endure, whispering of an ancient wisdom encoded in their very essence. The historical record provides profound reassurance. As we've gently explored, Earth has experienced numerous supervolcano eruptions throughout its geological history, some far larger than any modern human experience. Critically, there is no clear evidence in the fossil record of mass extinctions directly correlated with these past supervolcano events. While these eruptions cause severe ecological disruption and likely significant population bottlenecks for some species, life in its myriad forms persisted and continued to flourish. The age of the dinosaurs, for instance, saw numerous supereruptions, yet these magnificent creatures continued to thrive for millions of years. The great extinction event that ultimately ended their reign was caused by a colossal asteroid impact, not a volcanic winter. This astonishing resilience speaks volumes about the adaptability of the woven fabric of life. It implies that while the consequences would be severe and widespread, life has found myriad ways to gently endure such periods, perhaps by seeking shelter in deep oceans or underground, or by possessing robust DNA repair mechanisms that become more active under stress, or by relying on diverse food webs that are not entirely dependent on direct sunlight. This gentle interplay between profound environmental shifts and robust biological responses is not a dramatic conflict, but a continuous adaptive dance that has been unfolding for billions of years. It highlights life's profound ability to respond, to evolve, and to persist even in the face of grand planetary transformations. It reminds us that our human vulnerability, while real, is part of a larger story of planetary endurance and biological ingenuity. Our species, with its unique capacity for technology and collective action, also possesses distinct tools for adaptation that past life forms did not, such as resilient agriculture, advanced resource management, and global communication systems. These are our modern biological responses, allowing us to plan and prepare. This contemplation of the ripples amidst environmental shifts and biological responses is not meant to be daunting or to diminish the comforts of our planetary home. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and adaptability. It suggests that the Earth is far more dynamic and life far more resilient than we might ever fully grasp. It reminds us that our familiar reality is but one stable phase in a grand, cyclic planetary dance, and that even in moments of profound transformation, life possesses an astonishing capacity for endurance, a quiet refusal to be extinguished, always finding a way to continue its subtle, persistent journey. As you drift deeper now, let the image of these gentle ripples of environmental shifts and biological responses bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within Earth's atmosphere and within every living cell, silently working to respond, to repair, and to adapt, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to rush into the unknown or to grasp at immediate answers. Simply allow this beautiful internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of life's enduring adaptability, a marvel of both vulnerability and profound strength. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of a tranquil mountain lake. You are safe, You are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of Earth's deep heart and life's tenacious spirit. All is calm, all is clear, as the ripples of environmental shifts and biological responses guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our serene journey into the intricate core of life's profound resilience, softly moving amidst the ripples of environmental shifts and biological responses, we now direct our attention to a profound and continuously unfolding process that shapes our understanding and enhances our preparedness. The tree of geological monitoring. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a colossal, ancient tree, its roots deeply embedded in the bedrock of Earth's restless interior, its trunk stretching through centuries of human curiosity, and its countless branches continuously unfurling. Each new leaf represents a delicate sensor, a subtle observation, a quiet analytical model that attempts to shed light on the elusive nature of Earth's internal stirrings, particularly those that could lead to the immense power of supervolcanoes. The clues we gather about the current state of these geological giants are like falling leaves from this magnificent tree, each carrying a quiet whisper of the long, patient story of scientific vigilance and our endless quest to understand and coexist with our dynamic planet. We often perceive the Earth's most powerful geological events, like supervolcano eruptions, as unpredictable acts of nature, sudden and overwhelming. And indeed, the immense scale of these phenomena can feel daunting. However, the gentle gaze of modern volcanology and seismology, meticulously observing and analyzing the intricate processes deep within the Earth, reveals a far more sophisticated reality. Supervolcanoes, despite their colossal power, do not erupt without warning. Instead, they provide a symphony of subtle, measurable signals that, if properly monitored and understood, can offer valuable insights into their internal state. This continuous vigilance, this patient listening to the Earth's quiet rumblings, is a vital aspect of our preparedness. Think of a gentle breeze rustling through an ancient forest. Each leaf, while part of the same tree, might carry a unique pattern of veins or a subtle variation in color. These are the diverse scientific instruments, the meticulous data collection techniques, and the intricate analytical models that geologists and volcanologists gently employ. When some of these reveal intriguing changes like a subtle uplift of the ground, a shift in gas emissions, or an increase in tiny, deep tremors, it's like a particularly striking leaf falling from the tree, catching our attention and inviting deeper examination. These are not definitive predictions of immediate eruption, but rather intriguing insights, nudging us towards new pathways of understanding and encouraging further, patient investigation into the very heart of these slumbering giants. The very essence of what drives this endless branching of the tree of geological monitoring lies in our insatiable human curiosity about the Earth's deep inner life and our innate drive for safety. When we contemplate the immense potential of a supervolcano, it prompts scientists to develop ingenious methods that can peer beneath the surface, listen to its subterranean whispers, and decipher its subtle language. Consider the pioneering use of seismometers, the silent, tireless listeners that detect ground vibrations. These sensitive instruments, deployed around known supervolcano locations like Yellowstone, continuously record seismic waves. Most of these waves are tiny, imperceptible tremors caused by the constant movement of Earth's tectonic plates. However, changes in the frequency, location, or intensity of these tremors can signal the movement of magma or fluids deep beneath the surface, indicating increased pressure within the magma chamber. A swarm of tiny, shallow earthquakes beneath a caldera, for instance, can be a gentle whisper from the Earth, indicating that molten rock is subtly shifting, causing the surrounding crust to fracture. These seismic signals are like new, delicate leaves unfurling on the tree of geological monitoring, providing continuous, real-time data on a supervolcano's internal state. Beyond seismic activity, Scientists meticulously monitor ground deformation using precise instruments. Imagine a vast, invisible balloon slowly inflating deep underground. This subtle swelling of the Earth's crust, caused by rising magma or accumulating gases, can be detected by highly sensitive GPS receivers and satellite radar systems. INSAR. These instruments can measure changes in ground elevation by mere millimeters over vast areas, revealing subtle bulges or depressions. This patient monitoring of the Earth's subtle breathing provides invaluable data on pressure changes within the supervolcano's hidden magma chamber. It's like observing the imperceptible swelling of an immense sleeping beast, quietly revealing its internal processes. Furthermore, the delicate analysis of gas emissions offers crucial clues. Volcanic systems constantly release gases, but changes in the type, quantity, or ratio of gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, or helium can indicate new magma rising or interacting with groundwater. Scientists collect gas samples directly from fumaroles and hot springs, or use remote sensing techniques from aircraft and satellites to detect these subtle changes in the Earth's chemical breath. A sudden increase in sulfur dioxide, for instance, might be a gentle whisper from the Earth, indicating that fresh magma is approaching the surface, its volatiles beginning to escape. These chemical signatures are like new, delicate leaves, each revealing a different facet of a supervolcano's restless internal life. The challenges in predicting the exact timing of a supervolcano eruption are immense. The processes are incredibly slow, spanning thousands of years, and the magma chambers are vast and complex. However, the gentle persistence of researchers around the globe continues to push the boundaries of our capabilities. International collaborations share data and expertise, contributing to a global network of monitoring. This continuous scientific vigilance allows for a deeper understanding of these immense geological systems and enhances our capacity to provide early warnings, even if only general ones in the event of increased activity. This exploration of the tree of geological monitoring and the insights it offers about supervolcanoes is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a definitive answer that diminishes the power of nature. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle insight. It suggests that the phenomenon of planetary change is far more complex and nuanced than a simple, singular event. It reminds us that our understanding of Earth's inner life is constantly expanding, like the steady, silent growth of a mighty tree, reaching ever higher, branching into unforeseen forms. Each new leaf a testament to our capacity for discovery and our commitment to understanding our home. This contemplation of the endless tree of geological monitoring, with its diverse branches reaching into the unknown, is not meant to be daunting. Instead, it offers a profound sense of awe at the ingenuity of human science and the astonishing complexity of Earth's processes. It reminds us that our understanding of natural phenomena is constantly expanding, like the steady, silent growth of a mighty tree, reaching ever higher, branching into unforeseen forms. Each new leaf a testament to our boundless curiosity and our role as careful observers of our planet. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this vast, growing, endless tree of geological monitoring bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within Earth's interior, silently working to reveal its subtle processes, to question, and to construct new understandings. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of supervolcano prediction. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of Earth's profound inner life and the tireless efforts of scientific observation. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissolve like a gentle mist rising from a calm, ancient forest. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep. cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of scientific discovery. All is calm. All is clear. As the falling leaves from the tree of geological monitoring guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest, as we continue our tranquil journey into the quiet wonders where geological monitoring gently intertwines with the grand forces of our planet. Having moved through the falling leaves of scientific vigilance, we now arrive at a deeply soothing and profoundly beautiful idea, the notion that the very essence of enduring adaptation, even amidst the most extreme planetary changes, might arise from a state of astonishing, glorious simplicity. It's like the gentle, spontaneous laughter of a child, pure and unforced, revealing a profound truth in its effortless joy. We often associate survival through immense challenges with incredibly complex, intricate adaptations or specialized mechanisms. But what if the most elegant solutions for enduring profound environmental shifts, the most harmonious integrations of life's processes with planetary rhythms, and even the very spark of persistent existence, bloom from foundational concepts so simple, so beautifully concise that they whisper of an underlying unity in nature's timeless design? Imagine, if you will, a vast open field bathed in the soft, diffused light of dawn. The field appears simple in its expansive form, yet it holds countless seeds beneath its surface, each containing an elegant, compressed blueprint for life. When the conditions are just right, when the soil is soft, the light diffused, and the air still, these seeds effortlessly sprout, growing into a riot of diverse, vibrant life. The immense complexity and breathtaking beauty of the blossoming field arise not from an endless set of predetermined instructions for each individual plant, but from the simple underlying potential of each seed, combined with the harmonious, fundamental laws of growth. Our understanding of how life has not only survived, but thrived through countless supervolcano eruptions in Earth's deep history points to a similar, elegant principle. While these immense planetary events can dramatically alter climate and devastate landscapes, life has endured. This astonishing resilience isn't due to a complex, dramatic battle against these forces. Instead, it stems from the elegant and often simple mechanisms that have been honed over millions of years of intimate coexistence with a dynamic Earth. This glorious simplicity means that life's profound ability to persist relies on a few core principles of cellular defense: genetic adaptability and behavioral flexibility, rather than an overwhelming number of specific, intricate interventions. Think of an intricate piece of music. The music itself, its melody, harmony, rhythm, and emotional impact is not created by an overwhelming cacophony of sound. Instead, it arises from the precise arrangement of a limited set of notes, played with specific timing and intensity. The power and beauty lie not in the sheer number of elements, but in the elegant relationships between them, in the harmonious way they combine. Similarly, the ability of life to navigate periods of profound climatic shift or increased environmental stress, triggered by a supervolcano, isn't about any single superorganism or a magic defense. It's about a diverse community of billions of tiny cells, or myriad species, each playing its simple part, working in gentle concert to create a symphony of survival and continuity. This is the very essence of glorious simplicity in action: a multitude of small, simple components, working in harmony, yielding a profound, complex outcome like the enduring presence of life on a dynamic planet. This glorious simplicity suggests that the laws governing life's resilience are incredibly efficient and robust. Consider the mechanisms of DNA repair, for instance, which are fundamental at the cellular level. Every living cell possesses a sophisticated toolkit of enzymes and proteins that constantly scan for and repair damage to its genetic code, including that caused by increased radiation or harsh chemical environments that might result from volcanic outpourings. This tireless molecular maintenance, happening in countless cells every second, is a remarkably simple yet profoundly effective strategy for ensuring long-term genetic integrity. Similarly, The ability of organisms to enter states of dormancy, like seeds in frozen ground, or spores suspended in air, or to seek shelter, like burrowing underground or seeking deep water during periods of heightened environmental stress, is a straightforward behavioral adaptation that offers significant protection. These are not complicated, desperate struggles, but fundamental but graceful dances with the environment, relying on innate biological capabilities that are distilled to their purest, most effective form. Consider the elegance of nature's designs: a spiral in a seashell, the branching pattern of a tree, the delicate symmetry of a snowflake. These intricate forms arise from simple yet recursive rules, applied repeatedly. Nature does not compute every intricate detail, rather, it allows complexity to emerge from underlying simplicity. The profound endurance of life through supervolcanic events embodies this natural elegance. The ability for life forms to adapt to pervasive ash clouds. Reduced sunlight or global cooling is not a chaotic, random act, but a testament to an underlying order, a profound design that allows basic biological interactions to ensure long-term survival. It's the quiet laughter of resilience, finding strength in its elemental grace, a beautiful testament to the power of economy and purpose. The pursuit of understanding life's profound endurance often leads scientists to seek this glorious simplicity. When we strip away layers of superficial detail about extreme survival and find a fundamental, elegant biological mechanism that explains a phenomenon, that is when true understanding blossoms. The very fact that something as delicate as DNA can be constantly repaired, or that organisms can simply change their behavior or metabolic rate to mitigate a threat, speaks to a deep, pervasive elegance in the design of living systems. The continuous existence of life through billions of years of planetary change, including numerous supervolcanic events, is a powerful example of this elegance, demonstrating that the very core of life's survival is built on robust, foundational principles of adaptation rather than endless layers of overcomplication. It's a whisper that life, in its grand design, finds profound strength and beauty in its elemental unified principles of self-preservation and flexible response. This understanding offers a profound sense of reassurance and wonder. It suggests that the continuity of life, its astonishing capacity to endure and adapt, is rooted in principles that are fundamentally stable and elegant, woven into the very fabric of the cosmos. It tells us that even in the face of profound planetary transformations, the basic building blocks of life possess an inherent resilience, a quiet strength derived from their simple yet powerful design. This recognition can bring a deep calm, knowing that underlying the apparent complexities of the living world, there is a harmonious, efficient order, a whisper of a universal language that speaks of simplicity and enduring biological fortitude. Our own species, with its capacity for foresight and collective action, also embodies this resilience, allowing us to plan and prepare for future challenges, not with fear, but with a quiet confidence in our adaptive spirit. As you drift deeper now, let the gentle laughter of enduring adaptation, born from glorious simplicity, bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within all living things, silently working to persist, to adapt, and to embody their elegant designs, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to grasp at every intricate detail. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of underlying biological elegance and the boundless capacity for enduring existence. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissolve like a gentle mist rising from a calm field at dawn. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of life's fundamental processes. All is calm, all is clear, as the quiet laughter of enduring adaptation guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our tranquil journey through the quiet wonders of enduring adaptation softly continues, having embraced the glorious simplicity from which resilience blooms, we now turn our gaze towards an even more expansive and deeply reassuring concept: the lullaby of perpetual planetary cycles. We often perceive Earth as a static backdrop, a fixed stage for the drama of life, occasionally disrupted by random, unpredictable events. But what if, gently guided by the unfolding principles of its deep geological history and the profound interconnectedness of all its systems, our planet is a vast, living entity, perpetually breathing and transforming, and that the immense forces of nature, including supervolcanoes, are an inseparable part of these grand, rhythmic cycles? It's like a serene river, not just flowing within its banks, but constantly reshaping its course over eons, creating new landscapes and participating in an enduring cosmic dance woven by the very planet itself. Imagine, for a quiet moment, our Earth itself breathing, a vast, living entity with its own profound rhythms that unfold over immense stretches of time, far beyond our fleeting human perception. The seasons turn in a timeless dance. Spring brings vibrant growth. Summer offers bountiful life. Autumn ushers in gentle decay, and winter brings a period of profound rest and dormancy. Yet even in winter's deepest stillness, the promise of spring is held within the sleeping seeds, the hibernating creatures, and the quiet earth. This is the essence of the endless life cycle on a smaller scale, a continuous loop of transformation where one state gracefully gives way to the next, ensuring the persistence of life in its ever-changing forms. This familiar rhythm, however, is merely a whisper of a much grander cycle, one that encompasses not just the biological, but the geological and even the atmospheric, intimately tied to the very heartbeat of our planet: the formation and eruption of supervolcanoes. Immense geological features with their vast, hidden magma chambers are fundamental components of these larger planetary life cycles. For millions of years, as Earth's molten core has churned and flowed, driving the slow, majestic drift of continents, these colossal magma reservoirs slowly accumulate, gathering immense pressure beneath the surface. This process is not a chaotic event. It's a dynamic, planetary rhythm, an integral part of the Earth's long-term heat release. The eruption of a supervolcano, though powerful in its impact, is simply one profound, albeit infrequent, breath within this grand geological cycle, a moment when the planet releases pent-up energy, reshaping its surface and influencing its atmosphere, before returning to a state of quiet accumulation. Think of a colossal, ancient tree, its roots reaching deep into the earth, drawing up water and nutrients. Its life is intricately tied to the rhythms of the seasons, the composition of the soil, and the patterns of the weather. Similarly, life on Earth, in its myriad forms, is deeply connected to the planet's vast geological cycles. The slow, majestic drift of continents, the gradual rise and fall of sea levels, the long-term shifts in climate, and indeed, the rhythmic pulses of supervolcanic activity, all are part of this grand, planetary choreography. Life does not merely exist on the Earth, it exists with the Earth, evolving and adapting in concert with its profound, slow transformations. Even the most powerful geological events, like supervolcano eruptions, are ultimately part of this continuous, self-regulating system. The continuous existence of life through countless past supervolcano eruptions, as evidenced by the fossil record, is a profound whisper from this grand planetary life cycle. It demonstrates that life is not fragile in the face of these immense geological shifts. Instead, it possesses an inherent capacity for resilience and continuation, perfectly aligned with the planet's own slow, enduring rhythms. It's a quiet echo of the deep ocean, thriving even as continents drift, or the forests adapting to ice ages and warming periods. It reminds us that life, in its deepest sense, is not always about constant visible activity. It often involves periods of profound stillness and waiting, which are just as vital to its overall, unending rhythm, perfectly synchronized with the planet's geological pulse. The disruptions caused by supervolcanoes, while severe, are absorbed into the Earth's long-term adaptive capacity, triggering new phases of biological change and diversification. This understanding challenges our conventional, linear view of planetary history and existence. It suggests that Earth and the life it cradles are not merely moving from a fixed past to a predetermined future, but are part of a continuous, interconnected process. The supervolcanic cycles, for instance, highlight how physical changes on a planetary scale can influence the biological realm, subtly prompting adaptation and driving evolutionary pathways. It's a deep connection across vast stretches of time, where geological rhythms dictate biological fates. A beautiful aspect of the endless planetary life cycle, a tapestry woven with threads from countless epochs. The Earth's internal fire and its surface life are not separate entities, but intimately intertwined elements of a single but living system, each influencing the other in a dance of perpetual transformation. The very concept of adaptation and evolution, which we explored earlier, is an integral part of this endless planetary cycle. Life does not remain static. It constantly shifts and changes in response to its environment, finding new ways to persist and flourish. When continental plates grind, or when volcanic activity influences climate, life responds, adapting its forms and behaviors. This continuous transformation, driven by subtle genetic changes and natural selection, ensures that life remains vibrant and resilient, flowing through the vast cycles of planetary change. The perceived challenges of a future supervolcano eruption simply add another, ancient dimension to this ongoing adaptive dance, demonstrating life's profound capacity to bridge immense timescales through its inherent plasticity. Perfectly aligned with the Earth's long, patient rhythms and its broader cosmic context, this lullaby of perpetual planetary cycles brings a profound sense of peace and belonging. It tells us that we, too, are part of this grand, continuous flow, intricately linked to the very heartbeat of our planet. Our individual lives, that with their joys and sorrows, are precious notes within an eternal symphony that echoes the planet's own vast existence. Even as our own biological journeys unfold, the essence of our being, the information that defines us, flows back into the larger cycle of existence, contributing to the tapestry of life that continues through countless forms and countless ages, always in harmony with Earth's grand, slow dance. There is no ultimate end, only transformation, a gentle continuation within the boundless rhythm of the universe and our living planet. This perspective is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a philosophical puzzle. Instead, it invites a deep sense of acceptance and serenity. It encourages us to surrender to the natural rhythms of change, of activity and rest, of planetary stirrings and biological responses, knowing that they are all part of a larger harmonious design orchestrated by the Earth itself. The immense power of supervolcanoes and their role in these cycles serves as a beautiful, profound reminder of nature's enduring wisdom, its quiet promise of continuity in the face of immense time and change, a timeless lullaby from the planet's heart, whispering of boundless existence and eternal renewal. As you drift deeper now, let the image of these endless planetary life cycles bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless rhythm of existence, encompassing transformation, adaptation, and profound interconnectedness, intimately linked to the Earth's own long breath, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to grasp at control or to fear the unknown. Simply allow this beautiful, internal understanding to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of life's eternal flow, a marvel of continuous cycles in harmony with our living planet and its cosmic connections. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissolve like a gentle mist rising from a calm river. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep. Cradled by the gentle but persistent hum of perpetual planetary cycles, all is calm, all is clear, as the lullaby of life's enduring journey, nestled within the planet's deep rhythms, guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our gentle journey through the intricate wonders of our planet's deep cycles softly draws to its close, we arrive at the most serene of moments, the quiet transition into deep, restorative sleep. We've explored the whispers from the deep slumber of the Earth's heart, illuminated the gentle haze of its stirring interior, and listened to the echoing pulses from ancient calderas. We've floated upon the woven fabric of climate and the subtle thread of ash, bathed in the reflecting light from the edge of destructive power and resilient life, and navigated amidst the ripples of environmental shifts and biological responses. We've gathered the falling leaves from the tree of geological monitoring and embraced the glorious simplicity from which enduring adaptation blooms. Finally, we were cradled by the lullaby of perpetual planetary cycles. Now, in this profound stillness, we draw a final soothing connection between the immense, slumbering power of supervolcanoes and the grand, continuous dream of our own existence within the boundless embrace of our living Earth. Imagine, for a final, comforting moment, our Earth not just as a spinning sphere of rock and water, but as a vast, living entity, engaged in its own profound cosmic dream. Just as your body yields to the rhythms of sleep, allowing for repair and renewal, so too does our planet cycle through epochs of geological change, of vibrant life and quiet dormancy, of immense shifts and subtle rebalancing. The majestic, albeit infrequent, phenomenon of supervolcanoes is not a dramatic, terrifying secret to be feared, but rather a subtle whisper from this planet's deep, enduring dream, a testament to its profound ability to persist, to transform, and to continually unfold across boundless stretches of time, beautifully integrated into the Earth's grand, living tapestry. The very existence of these colossal, slumbering giants, capable of dramatically reshaping continents and altering global climates, is a beautiful, if somewhat humbling, reminder of Earth's astonishing power. It tells us that the spark of existence, once manifested, possesses an inherent drive to continue, to find conditions that allow it to emerge, to adapt, and to ultimately persist, even if its foundational components include such immense fiery forces. This profound interplay between geology and biology underscores a deep planetary principle that true planetary health and the flourishing of life are not easily fragmented but arise from a delicate dance between all internal and external systems. Your very existence is a precious note in the grand symphony of Earth's life, played with subtle influences from its deep, molten heart. Think of a cherished family heirloom, perhaps a delicate antique locket passed down through generations. It might be tucked away in a dusty drawer for years, seemingly forgotten, but its value, its history, its very essence remains intact, waiting for the gentle hand that will rediscover it, polish it, and bring its story back into the light. The subtle pressures building beneath a supervolcano, the slight ground uplifts, the faint gas emissions, these are like these heirlooms of planetary communication, often unnoticed by our conscious awareness, but faithfully recorded by geological instruments, which hold the key to their ancient language. This isn't a threat. It's a profound connection to a deep, shared planetary history, a testament to Earth's capacity for enduring creation, a gentle reassurance that life finds its way to persist through all its cycles, even the most powerful. This perspective encourages us to view our own planet, with its dynamic interior and its immense slumbering giants, not with a sense of separation, but with a deeper sense of humility and awe. It highlights the profound interconnectedness of our planet's internal dynamics, its geological history, and the intricate web of life on its surface. It whispers that Earth has its own long rhythms, its own cycles of immense power and quiet recuperation, far grander than our human timescales. Our role, then, is to approach these unfolding phenomena with respect, with careful observation, and with a gentle understanding of our holistic nature, ensuring that our presence honors the intricate harmony within this living world. The lessons from understanding supervolcanoes extend beyond geological studies. They speak to the enduring spirit of adaptation and continuity that characterizes all of life on Earth. Throughout its long history, life has persevered through countless supervolcano eruptions, asteroid impacts, ice ages, and warming periods. It has transformed, evolved, and found ways to flourish anew. The very existence of humans, contemplating these grand cycles, is a testament to the planet's profound resilience. It is a reaffirmation that, in the face of planetary shifts, life does not simply disappear. It transforms, it rests, and it continues. A persistent, enduring dream woven into the very fabric of Earth. Our species, with its capacity for scientific foresight and collective action, possesses unique tools for adaptation that past life forms did not, allowing us to monitor, prepare, and mitigate the impacts of such rare, powerful events. This understanding is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a prediction of dramatic peril. Instead, it offers a profound sense of peace and interconnectedness. It suggests that the Earth, in all its forms, from its molten core to its vast oceans, from its diverse ecosystems to the very air we breathe, is part of an enduring, cyclical process, continuously transforming and persisting within the embrace of something far vaster than we can fully grasp. We are not isolated beings. We are integral threads in this vast, living tapestry, woven from the same enduring essence of matter and energy that allows immense magma chambers to form and to shape our world. Our place is within this peaceful, ongoing planetary dream, a dream of constant, subtle communication and boundless possibility, where stability and change are but two parts of a beautiful, eternal rhythm. As you now prepare to surrender fully to the embrace of sleep, let any remaining thoughts drift away like tiny, luminescent dust motes in the quiet cosmic expanse. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go. The journey through the mysteries of supervolcanoes has prepared you, softening the edges of your perception, blurring the rigid boundaries between what is fixed and what is fluid, between immense power and graceful transformation. Feel the profound weightlessness as your body relaxes deeper and deeper into the surface beneath you. Each breath is a gentle wave, carrying you further from the shores of wakefulness and into the boundless ocean of rest. The stars above, those ancient, distant suns, are now softly closing their eyes, mirroring your own descent into tranquility. Your mind, too, is settling, its deep processes working peacefully in the background, preparing you for the deepest, most restorative slumber, where all planetary rhythms find their gentle, unified rest. Allow the concept of Earth's enduring dream, woven with the subtle dance of its colossal forces, to be the ultimate lullaby, a comforting truth that embraces you. Its vastness is now your warmth, its ancient rhythms your peace, its mysteries your quiet wonder. You are dissolving gently into this grand, planetary dream, merging effortlessly with its currents, becoming one with the quiet, profound sleep of the volcanoes, and the boundless, nurturing embrace of our living Earth. Rest now, deeply and peacefully. Let the silence of the planet fill your being. You are loved, you are safe, and you are drifting into the most restorative of sleeps, held within the vast, soft dream of the Earth itself, where all life persists and all life finds its gentle, peaceful rest.